public policy at its best is about how it affects the daily lives of our neighbors. And that's why I'm running. It's more than just this set of things, but it's actually the impact that we can have. And oftentimes we create a vision or we talk about these things and we think about maybe it's for other people and it can be. But if you really think about it, it is like I think about some of these things and how my life would have been different if my mom would have had some of these things, or neighbors I knew or other kids. And I have a fair amount of privilege and still know that there could have been policies that could have changed my life here in Minnesota. And so I want to create a bigger, broader vision of what's possible. And as Zach shared, where this really came to bear for me to understand about how public policy and how policy affects people's lives was when I was working at CHUM. And the General Assistance Medical Care Program was line item vetoed by Tim Pawlenty as a means to save money for the state. Yes, it could have saved a few dollars, but it would have daily impact on the people I saw every day at CHUM. That meant my friend Kevin, who relied on General Assistance Medical Care to get his inhaler, so for when he had his asthma attacks, he would have had to choose between paying for his expensive inhaler or having food and shelter, which he desperately needed. That's a decision no one should have to make. And that's the kind of policy decisions that we make, then how they affect our neighbors. And in the organizing world, we talk about the world as it is and the world as it ought to be. That's a story about how the world as it is affected by policy. What I want to do is talk about the world as it should be and create a vision where everybody can thrive and live with dignity. And we don't do that alone. I can't do that at the Capitol if elected. We need community organizers. We need engaged citizens. We need more people voting, not less. We need more people shaping our processes. Because oftentimes the people that are most affected by these policies aren't at the decision-making table, and they sure as heck aren't the ones actually making those decisions. And we need to change that. And we have a role in shaping what our democracy looks like. And so that's what this is about for me and why I'm running. I also know we can't do it alone. And that is why I am so thrilled that we had so many amazing elected officials here today sponsoring this same vision in the same way I want to be in the world. Because it's going to take all of us creating this, and it's pretty awesome to think about a group of people coming together that want to really make this happen for our state in Duluth. And Duluth's got some good days ahead, and so I look forward to working. So I want to just take a moment to thank all of the co-hosts of tonight's event, and it's a pretty impressive list, so this is really awesome. And I can do it in my head, but I'm going to do it on paper to make sure I don't forget anybody. So, so Gary Anderson, City Councilor Gary Anderson, City Councilor Joel Cypress, City Councilor Joel Cypress. City Councilor M. Westerland, who couldn't be here due to an accident with her dog. City Councilor Howie Hansen. City Councilor Alyssa Hansen. City Councilor Noah Hobbs, who also couldn't be here. We've got City Councilor Barb Russ. And as mentioned, City Council President Zach Flipovich. And we also have some school board folks who are here as co-sponsors, which is very exciting too. So, so we have Nora Sandstad, right there. David Kirby. And Rosie Loeffler-Kemp, who I don't think is here yet, but she is also on the list. And then with that, I just want to say, I'm going to announce Annie, because I know Annie's here, but she's going to speak after me. So I just want to say thank you all for being here and for being a part of helping to shape this vision. And I'm happy to stick around and answer questions and talk more and earn your support if I haven't already. So thank you much. And with that, I'm going to kick it over to School Board Chair Annie Harla.